Saudi Arabia has expressed its great concern at the conflict regarding the conflict in Lebanon, calling for the country's sovereignty and territorial integrity to be respected. A foreign ministry statement says that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is following with great concern the developments taking place in the Republic of Lebanon. In fact, on that note, I'd like to rope in Major General Sudhakarji into the conversation. Right now, they've expressed it as great concern. Earlier, the Saudi Arabia had warned of dangerous consequences from Israeli military escalation in Lebanon. Now, in your assessment, what are the global consequences that one can perhaps look at as far as this Middle East escalation is concerned?
Yeah, Saudi, excellent question. In fact, I left my answer to your question in the previous round midway. Yeah. So I had covered partly about the global roundel. We are coming down to the regional aspect. In the regional aspect, you see what is going to happen, or as per my assessment, they are definitely going to be driven by a couple of lessons which they have learned in 1978, 1982, in 2000, 2006 conflict. In all the four that I have mentioned, you see, Israel was the invader. They were trying to push back the Palestinians in different form. In 1982, they were called as PLO. They were trying to dislodge PLO across the southern bank of Litani River. But what happened? In all the four conflicts, they have had very serious setbacks. So I presume that they would have gone into the details. They would have analyzed as to why did they have the setback, particularly the 2006, wherein Hezbollah brought the Israel army onto the knees because of information warfare, because of guerrilla warfare, because of they used to penetrate and infiltrate into the living barracks of the soldiers of IDF. They used to attack. So those are the kinds of things. I suppose they have plugged those gaps at some point in time. In any case, the United Nations Observers Mission is a defunct organization there. They have created a buffer. Buffer has got no meaning, because Hezbollah has been seen to be, deploying the gun system in the buffer zone itself at a number of places. So I presume that consequent to the decision that Israel took in 2018 to make a boundary wall, which has not taken off to my best of my knowledge and research. Right. So in absence of this boundary wall, the ground offensive, like General Rajan has said, is almost, potentials are very high. It may take place, it may not take place. Why it won't take place is because of the lessons they have had in the past in 78, 82, 2000, 2006. Why it is going to take place? Because they want to sanitize the area so that the people who have abandoned and who have fled Israel and gone elsewhere, they come back to the permanent location. This is one part. So regionally, when I talk about, like you just mentioned about Saudi Arabia, my fear is only one, that sooner or later, the military might of Israel is going to shift to Yemen. Houthis. They are going to decimate the Houthis. They will decimate the Iraqi militias. They will decimate the Islamist jihadis who are there in West Bank and elsewhere, and within Israel at number of places. Syria also may be targeted. Syria, in fact, if you ask me, also is a close ally of Iran and Russia. It is because of Russia and Iran the present regime of Assad is continuing. Right. So this is just a speculation, but to say that there is going to be a serious impact, my fear is that even the Arabic nation who would have otherwise supported Israel towards Abraham Accord may fall apart, and instead of peace and harmony, this may turn out to be a very ugly situation. The entire globe may be getting involved in a conflict which is avoidable. Therefore, my only plea is that whatever has happened has happened. Let ceasefire be brought in as early as possible. Enough of losses of lives, innocent lives have taken place. There are enough number of people dying there in Ukraine. Enough are dying here. And election, although I know it's almost 30 days or 34 days from today, but I visualize that this ongoing conflict is unlikely to be brought to an end, as you and me are discussing on the panel.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.